2025, the NASA annual budget was about just over $25 billion, which is roughly 0.3% of the US federal budget. And for every $1 you spend on NASA, you usually gain back $7 to $14 through spin-offs, innovations, new technologies, etc. I'm going to list off some of the many spin-off technologies that we developed from space exploration. That smartphone camera that you use to take selfies with. The MRI scanners got improvements from image processing developed for this Hubble Space Telescope. The Jaws of Life rescuing car crash survivors came from separated rocket boosters. The home installation that we used to reduce heating costs, the fireproof clothing for the firefighters, and just general weather forecasting and satellite navigation that you use from A to B. There's also going to be spin-off technologies developed and with these moon landing missions, and also from the Mars rovers that we've been sending out. There's also been developments in the ISS, for example, the Veggie unit, which has been used to help grow crops on the space station, where you'd have to minimise the amount of water using to grow crops. Now those challenges and those lessons learned could be sent down here on Earth. So for example, imagine being able to maximise our water usage in growing crops in droughts and areas that have been affected by climate change. That could actually help solve world hunger, which is what a lot of people complain about when we spend money on space. It's not whether or not we can afford to go in space, it's whether or not we can afford not to go into space. With NASA's budget being $25 billion in 2025, let's compare to what the general public spent in 2025. Tobacco, $926 billion. Alcohol, $1.8 trillion. Cosmetics, $354 billion. Gaming, $189 billion. And I never hear the criticism from the general public or these commenters who virtual signal against space exploration. And whenever I mention this on LinkedIn, I get crickets. Now, I'm not going to sit here and criticise what people spend their money on, right? But if you're going to have a holier-than-thou approach with what we're spending on, maybe there's a lot of other areas we could actually consider prioritising on if we really want to save the planet, as some people complain. It's not just the money complaints that really bother me, it's the whole narrow-minded view of we should never explore the stars, we should resolve problems down here on Earth. There's 8 billion people on this planet. That's more than enough manpower to resolve multiple major issues at the same time. If you genuinely care about what's happening on the planet, you can spend that energy instead of complaining on social media or on the internet or whatever about the space exploration. You and your friends could develop organisations to help protect wildlife, to help resolve inequality, to help world hunger, to help poverty. There's a whole host of positive actions that you could do instead of criticising very talented, very skilled engineers, scientists, astronauts, and a whole host of people who risk their lives out there in the most harshest of environments to help us improve our understanding of what's actually going out there and our place in this universe. But I do believe that the Artemis missions and the recent one will inspire future generations to move into STEM and develop solutions to what we face today. And just like back in the moon landing and Apollo missions in the 1960s would have inspired the future generation, with a lot of the crap in the news that we see, I think this is such a really, really positive story. I mean, it's evidence of humanity working together and actually overcoming a major challenge. Sure, it was just orbiting around the moon, but it's a stepping stone to actually bringing in a permanent establishment on the lunar and develop a lunar colony, which is going to be an exciting future when we think about it. Anyway, that's all I've got today about this topic. Drop me some comments about your views on the Artemis programme, and are you excited about the possibility of humanity being back onto the moon? And I'd be really interested to read the experiences of people who witnessed the moon landings in the 1960s. What were your views, and did that inspire you? Don't forget to subscribe, because I'll generally talk about space, and I talk about sci-fi, and I've got various engineering cosplay builds. So that's all I got today. See you all later.